Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. Hello, how are you all? Hope you are doing fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to NIVS Home School. I am Muhammad Ariful Islam, Assistant Teacher of English, National Ideal English Version School, morning shift. Today I am going to take an English literature class for class 3 students. Our today's topic, Unit 11, word meaning, synonym, antonym, true, false, and question answers. So, my dear students, let's open a book, New Success with Buzzword, Communicative English for Schools, main course book 3, and go to page number 112, unit 11, the lost camel. Okay, so our today's class is class 3, term in 1, subject English literature, topic unit 11, word meaning, synonym, antonym, true, false, and question answer. Okay, teacher Ariful Islam, messenger Ariful Bari. This is my mobile number and today's date 23rd 9/20. So my dear students, let's start the class, but first we want to read the unit first. Unit 11, the lost candle. So this play, this is one kind of play. Play means in Bangla we say natok. In drama or play we see a lot of characters and people speak, a lot of characters speak, the main character speaks, the sub character speaks. Okay, so this is drama. This play means drama, or with Bangla we can say it natok. This play is based on a Persian fairy tale and tells the story of a foolish and greedy king who sends away his wise ministers from the kingdom. Persian means France. In ancient France was called Persian. In the end, the king realizes his mistake and rewards the ministers. Scene 1. Okay. Total scenes are 3. This is scene 1. The ministers are waiting for the king. He enters excitedly. So, king, I have called you because I want money and men to build a fine new palace. Our neighbor, the king of Pachu, is building a new palace, so I must have one finer than his. Tell me how to collect more money from the people. The ministers look at one another. First minister, sir, your people are mostly farmers. They will suffer if they have to pay more. Third minister, moreover, this is the season for plowing and sowing, and the farmers cannot leave their lands. Second ministers, this is a fine place and you are a great and beloved ruler. Beloved means loved by all. Your people are happy. Let the king of Pachu build his new palace, sir. King, angrily, if you can't get me what I want, I shall rule without you. I dismiss you from my kingdom. Dismiss means to ask or order someone to leave. The ministers leave with sadness. So the ministers are dismissed here. Scene 2. The ministers are walking on the road leading out of the city. They notice a camel's hoof marks. Second minister, look, a camel has gone ahead of us on the road. A man comes along. Man, have you seen a camel anywhere? I have lost my camel. We'll move to next page. Third minister, is your camel lame in one leg? Lame means not able to work properly. Man, yes, he is. Second minister, is your camel blind in one eye? Man, yes, he is. First minister, was your camel carrying a load of honey and wheat? Man, happy and pleased. Yes, that's my camel. Where did you see him? Third minister, we haven't seen your camel. Man, angrily, you know my camel as well as I do, and you say you have never seen him? If you don't give my camel back to me, I will take you to the king. First minister, we will go with you. Scene 3. The ministers and the man appear before the king. Man, your majesty, these 3 men have stolen my camel. They know that he is blind in one eye and lame in one leg, and that he was carrying honey and wheat. Yet they tell me they have never seen him. First Minister: but sir, we have not seen this man's camel. King: you should be ashamed of yourselves for telling such lies. How can you describe the camel so well if you have never seen him? First Minister: we are speaking the truth. We have not seen the camel as we were walking along the road. We noticed several things. Noticed, saw something. Noticed means saw something. Second Minister: we noticed the camel's hoof marks on the road. 3 of those marks were always clear, but the 4th wasn't. So we could tell that the camel was lame in one leg. We will move to next page, the last page. Third Minister: some animals had nipped the leaves on one side of the road and had not touched the leaves on the other side. So we knew the camel was blind in one eye. So nipped means eaten something in small bites. So we knew the camel was blind in one eye. First Minister: there were many flies on one side of the road and a few grains of wheat on the other. So we thought the camel must have been carrying honey and wheat. King to the man: these men are truly wise. They have not seen your camel. You must look for him yourself. To the ministers: I must give you a reward and not punish you. I cannot lose such wise men. Please stay at my court and help me rule my people wisely and well. So my dear students, we have finished our unit. Let's go to our CW today. In word term, lecture 13, word meaning. So word meaning, first one, beloved means loved by all. Lame means not able to work properly. Noticed, saw something. Synonym and antonym. Word, synonym and antonym. Foolish, silly, wise. Greedy, covetous, generous. Generous means also kind. Suffer, endure, enjoy. Okay, so make sentence. Number 1, ruler. You know, you can have your own make sentence. You can write your own creative make sentence, but be careful about subject verb agreement. Number 1, ruler. The king was a beloved ruler. Number 2, dismiss. The king dismissed his ministers. Past indefinite tense. Notice. They noticed a red car on the road. True, false. So the king wanted money and men to build a fine new palace. This is true. Why true? Let's go to the unit. Tell me, sir, I must have one finer than his. Tell me how to collect more money from the people. So this statement is true. Next, move to number 2. So the king wanted money and men to build a fine new place. True. Number 2. The camel was carrying a load of wheat and barley. Number 2, false. Why false? Let's go to the unit again. Was your camel carrying a load of honey and wheat? So the camel was carrying honey and wheat. The camel was carrying a load of wheat and barley, not wheat and barley. The camel was carrying a load of honey and wheat. So number 2 is false. Well, students, let's look number 1 again. The king wanted money and men to build a fine new palace. True. Why true? Please again come to the unit. King, I have called you because I want money and men to build a fine new palace. Okay, this is the line. So number 1, the king wanted money and men to build a new fine palace. True. We have done number 2. Number 3, the king did not punish the ministers in the end. True. Why true? Let's go to the unit. Come here in page number 1 to 5. So I must give you a reward and not punish you. So the king didn't punish at the end. So our True, false. Number 3, the king didn't punish the ministers in the end. True. Let's move to question answer. So we will learn today question answer 1, 2 and 4, not 3. So number 1, what did the king want his ministers to do? The question is started with did. We have to make the answer in past indefinite tense. What did the king want his ministers to do? So come to the unit again. I must have one finer than his. Tell me how to collect more money from the people. So this thing the king wanted. So the answer will be the king wanted his ministers to tell him. Why wanted? As did is given there, we have to make it past indefinite tense. The king wanted his ministers to tell him how to collect more money from the people. Number 2, why did the king dismiss the ministers from his kingdom? Why did the king dismiss the ministers from his kingdom? Okay, so here come to the come here. King angrily, if you can't get me what I want, I shall rule without you. I dismiss you from my kingdom. So the king dismissed the ministers because they advised not to build a final palace. If you read these passages, you will understand the answer. Number 2 answer, the king dismissed, again did is given in the question, that's why dismiss past indefinite tense. The king dismissed the ministers because they advised him not to build a final palace. Number 4, we are not learning number 3. Why did the camel owner believe the ministers had stolen his camel? This is the last questions. So if you read these passages, first minister, was your camel carrying a lot of honey and wheat? So another thing, man says, you know my camel as well as I do, and you say you have never seen him. If you don't give my camel back to me, I will take you to the king. So the camel owner believed the ministers had stolen his camel because they described the camel perfectly. Okay, so our answer will be, why did the camel owner believe the ministers had stolen his camel? Answer, the camel owner believed the ministers had stolen his camel because they described the camel perfectly. So I'm reading for the last time very quickly. Word meaning: beloved, loved by all; lame, not able to work properly; notice, saw something; synonym antonyms: foolish, silly, wise; greedy, covetous, generous; suffer, endure, enjoy. Make sentence. Ruler, the king was a beloved ruler. To dismiss, the king dismissed his ministers. Notice, then they noticed a red car on the road. True, false. The king wanted money and men to build a fine new palace. True. Number 2, the camel was carrying a load of wheat and barley. False. Number 3, the king did not punish the ministers in the end. True. So question answer, what did the king want his ministers to do? The king wanted his ministers to tell him how to collect more money from the people. Number 2, why did the king dismiss the ministers from his kingdom? The king dismissed the ministers because they advised him not to build a final palace. So number 4, why did the camel owner believe the ministers had stolen his camel? The camel owner believed the ministers had stolen his camel because they described the camel perfectly. So USW will be homework 12, submit on Sunday, unit 11, true, false and question marks. No word meaning, synonym, antonym and make sentence. Homework 12, submit on Sunday, unit 11, true, false and question answer. True, false and question answer. So my dear students, do your assigned SW at home and submit on Sunday within 8 am to 4 p.m. in the school library. You know, you will also collect those copies on Sunday within 8 am to 4 p.m. in the school library. You know, your SW is very important because we are giving SBA city and diary mark on the basis of the submission of SW copies. And we are giving 2.5 mark each of SW copies. So that's all for today. Keep practicing at home. About their parents, stay safe, stay well. See you again. Till then, Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.